Yeah. Tank us before we get started. Iceberg, right ahead.
Dude, did you see that? If they went head on, the Titanic probably wouldn't have sunk.
I've seen some theory videos.
I'm on that side right now.
I mean, if I wouldn't have turned the wheel and, you know, stayed straight, maybe I wouldn't have wrecked my high-low.
Wasn't this like number 2, 3?
No, this was only one time I did that. Okay. I've only wrecked one high-low, and
You wrecked it.
I didn't even really wreck it. I just put a dent in the fork. So.
Well, you know, if I didn't drive around on tires from 2004, I probably wouldn't have, wrecked my Jeep and actually wrecked it.
No,
not big time.
We rolling?
We're rolling.
We're rolling. All right.
You got the show notes.
I got the show notes this time. What are we noting on? Well, I will say this in the Marvel Madness area.
Okay, go Marvel Madness. Okay.
We'll get that stuff right out of the way. Spoilers are starting to leak over Thunderbolts, and I'm super hyped to go see that.
I've heard some spoilers.
I've seen some things online. Shout out New Rock Stars and everything always. Spilling the tea that they are digging up. It's been fun. I have another Marvel thing, but it's kind of a debate.
Okay.
And someone at work actually blew my mind and almost paralyzed me with this question. So I've got to get your opinion.
Okay. What's going on?
All right. In lieu of some art that we AI generated art, we'll say our action figures. I posted a TikTok of our 2 action figures with the Mortal Kombat with the verses. So someone at work must have seen this, and then they inspired me to ask this question on the pod: Iron Man versus Optimus Prime. Who wins? Now, this is a much deeper than surface level question, right?
I don't know, because I feel like it'd be like like when you got a hornet around you and you're trying to swat it around. It's just so tiny but so powerful.
That's the thing. And then, again, with the Hornet, he's got so many suits. He's got a swarm.
So, right. Are we talking OG Optimus Prime flat nose, just truck and trailer and a blaster from the OG 80s cartoon? Or are we talking Michael Bay, blast him, blow him up, Last Night where he's got the huge sword, or, one of the other movies where he's got the big battle axe? Tony's got the brain, though. He's got the tech. Tony knows how to power things, and Optimus Prime runs on power. I'm sure he could figure out how to depower him. But, again, are we doing a one-on-one suit where he can only use one of the suits, or can he use the Iron Legion? This is a much deeper
guys,
it gets way deeper than just the quick question.
The quick question.
So I say we put this up as a poll for this week. Optimus Prime or Iron Man? Who you got?
You gotta give me...
That's the Marvel Madness.
You gotta give me Iron Man, maybe one thing, and then Optimus Prime, one thing. Because, dude, I was confused with the whole Transformers Primal thing. I was like, wait. Optimus Prime turns into a gorilla? What's going on? No.
That's the multiverse, dude.
Oh my god! Because then I just go to the Wikipedias, man. The Wikipedias, and I spend all day just reading about Cybertron. So it's like okay. What does Optimus Prime have? Like you said, is it 80s? He just came to Earth and he's just got a blaster,
right?
Or end game basically Optimus Prime. What are we talking about? Are we talking about Iron Man Mark III.
Like nanotech suit. I mean, he gets that nanotech.
Premise.
He gets that nanotech on Optimus Prime, and he's toast.
Come on, guys. Come on. Like, we need some parameters, guys. Tell us what
do you think?
spite match you want to watch.
Iron Man, Optimus Prime, the ultimate crossover fight. Let's see. Let the fans decide.
Because I mean, look.
And let us know. Oh, go ahead.
Well, here's my quick argument. Look, Iron Man. Iron Man is just a dude in a suit. I forget where I was going. But Optimus
the weed is weed.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so Iron Man likes to do shit lone wolf. Like, he's got his shit, but he's gonna try to do shit on his own. Optimus Prime has the power of friendship behind him. And family. It's like, that's usually why he gets cooler. He's like, hey, transform into this, and then I'll transform, and then we can transform together. Like, that shit, like, kind of baked in. Iron Man.
I see that.
So like, I see.
But again, where are we at with the Tony Stark that we're fighting? Are we fighting early Avengers Tony Stark, or even man out of the cave with his Mach 1? Like, what are we,
Because we got nanotech Iron Man, and we never got to see on screen superior Iron Man, dude.
Not yet. Secret Wars is coming.
Dude.
Doomsday is coming.
Because they're doing a whole bunch of like multiverse stuff, so I can see it. My quick like Marvel band-aid to it was that Tony Stark did at one point put his consciousness in a computer, and he just starts coming out one time. He's like, I was programmed to come out. Don't worry.
Isn't that a storyline that they could draw from for Doomsday, where Doom is actually Stark? Because in the multiverse, I guess they go to college together or whatever. Instead of Doom and Reed Richards, it's Doom and Stark. And something goes wrong, and like Tony ends up in a coma, and Doom takes over his consciousness. Basically, I could be screwing that up, but the weed's wheedling, and I just know that that's a basic arc somewhere along there. I'm screwing up the beats, but
Doom switched places with Tony.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. So that's the deal. Iron Man, Optimus Prime. Give us your thoughts, and let us know who else. What other battle royales?
Give us the battle card, and we'll fight it out.
There you go.
An Iron Man versus Optimus Prime. Come on, guys. Like sandwich versus a hot dog. Like what type? Come on.
Oh man. TV. You been into some TV? I know you got some time at home. Been watching anything?
I've been watching a lot of King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. My man. Did we get that straightened out? You're watching the old ones?
The first one, yeah.
We did get an update. That is coming out this summer. The reboot will come out this summer. And we're going to get some footage, hopefully, by the end of May. So, fingers crossed. We'll be able to talk about that coming up soon.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited.
I saw a couple posts about that. I was like, oh! So I was just stoned on the fucking show.
Where are you at in the timeline?
Peggy just jumped out of the plane.
Oh, Peggy just jumped out of the plane.
And Cotton just helped her walk again.
Okay, so that was the end of one season moving into the other. I'm not sure of the numbers.
I think so.
And Dee Dee just had the baby. Good Hank. GH. Oh man, GH is gonna be like 20 some years old, or no, not quite. They said Bobby will be 21.
So it's a 10-year.
So he was 13 in the original series. So the weed's wheedling, and I'm not gonna do the math.
Yeah, I thought he was somewhere between 10 and 12.
So good Hank will probably be about Bobby's age. From the original series. I mean, they don't even need to art that up. I mean, just copy and paste.
Maybe have a different shirt.
But yeah, that's an awesome show. I know the show like really well, so I don't think I'll go back and rewatch it. I'm just super excited for the new reboot season to come out and see how they handle it and what they do to Hank.
As far as the cartoon, man, as far as an old adult cartoon goes, too, King of the Hills still stands up. It's so good, dude. Like, there's maybe one bad episode, in my stoned opinion, because Peggy he watches Peggy hit the mud. He's like, oh, the solid pause. And you know what?
How about
do the same?
How about the Peggy foot fetish episode where she's doing foot videos?
I think I watched as a little kid and I didn't get it, and so I changed the channel. But then I watched it as an adult. I was like, what?
As a kid, I didn't get the weed episode either, where Hank, where not that one where Hank smokes the weed. Where what's her name? Mr. Strickland's the weed always wheedles now.
Oh my god! And she
dies, and she shot herself, basically climbing into the dumpster, and he's at the apartment across the street with her roommate, waiting for her to come home. And he's like, "Hey, man, you want something to take the edge off?" And he's like, "Oh, good, a cigarette." And then he goes, "Oh, you roll this yourself?"
Yeah. Dude, and that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know how, but King of the Hill just does it.
It's one of the best. It always has a moral point to the story, mixed in with some great humor, awesome character development. I mean, it's everyday life. I mean,
I love it.
It's wild and antics. I mean, that's why you can get away with it in animation. But you could do a live version of King of the Hill and make it believable, like grounded. There's several grounded stories in that 13 season run that you could do.
It's all so grounded, and like you said, and it was such a freaking mystery. It's like, who killed Strickland's girl? But then it's just like, it actually was just a complete coincidence. She killed herself. But in every story is like that. It's like, it wasn't actually that crazy. It's like, but did you see how fucking crazy you get that crazy, dude?
And listen, I've been to Texas. Lawnmower races, not something that's out of the question. I drove by a place that was called Cowboy Church. I have no idea what a cowboy church is. Like, are you required to wear one of those, what are the bolo? The bolo? And you only wear spurs on, Easter and, special occasions? I have no idea. I'm interested. I'm curious. I'll check it out maybe on my next visit.
You don't want to go to the South or anywhere hot, I would say, during the summer. Because holy shit. Ow.
So no Texas in June?
But that is when the area livens the fuck up. So that would be the best time, is the problem.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
It was the time to be there, but I did not want to be there. Because dude. Shouts out to fucking the homies. One of the guard alarms are getting yelled at.
Uh-oh. He's getting in trouble.
Shouts out to some homies that are apparently originally from the city in Texas that Arlen is based off of.
Oh, really? Who would this be?
Got some homies back in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, nice.
That was fun little tidbits that we got by just doing the same. You guys been watching King of the Hill? Like, actually.
So, being on the King of the Hill train, I'm going to shout out another podcast that I've been watching a lot with King of the Hill content. He's got several other channels but he does this one. It's called Squirrel Tactics, and it's all King of the Hill content. He breaks down episodes, characters, how to see you, buddy. We're losing our studio audience. That was my son checking out.
Maybe next time.
Maybe. But he basically does a breakdown of this intense, like, deep dive. It's really good. You definitely check it out. I think the last episode I watched was his breakdown of the episode Bobby Slam, where Connie joins the wrestling team and has to wrestle Bobby.
Yes.
And he broke that entire episode down. It was really good. It was like a 30-minute video.
I need to check that. But I got tired of listening to a bunch of video essays being like, guys, this episode, let me explain it to you. Like, I went to school to already do that. So like, I already seen it. So like, having to hear somebody else say it, it's like, yeah, but also I can just watch it again.
I've learned a lot from watching these video podcasts because it's stuff that I've noticed before. And then it's like
say
right, and it's like I don't understand. Like I know there's something with this, like, and I 100%. See what they're doing, but I don't understand like
be able to word it.
Right, I don't have that like the tools in my toolbox to say what I need to say for that. Again, a couple Sundays ago, I don't know if I mentioned this on the pod, but I spent 25 minutes watching a video about the layout of the Simpsons house.
Yeah. I've done that with like the Family Guy house.
It's basically like there's the circle that stays the same, but everything else interchanges, and just sometimes it's for plot purposes, and I see that now. Like you can get away with quite a bit in animation.
Yeah.
Where in IRL you're more locked into fixed structures unless it's a fantasy type show. But when you're trying to do somewhat of a grounded type series, I have other thoughts on The Simpsons too, and one other show to touch on.
Cause baby, now you're bringing. Let's just start talking about media like that. Cause yeah, dude, that really stuck out with me when we were watching The Shining the first time. Cause that also is a mess of like a set to like map out like physically.
The Overlook Hotel. Yeah.
But then it's like,
and I've never thought about it that way. I've never even thought of what the
there were some
structure
like, how does he get
is laid
from
out
there to there? What? I thought we saw him go from there to here earlier. Because I was also doing plays at the time, and I was getting myself.
But don't all the hallways look the same though?
They all look the same, but like that's the thing. Like it's everything in between. You're like, hold on.
Well, it's like The Simpsons upstairs.
Yeah.
Think about The Simpsons upstairs. When you go up the stairs, there's the bathroom, Bart and Lisa's room, Maggie's room, and Homer and Marge's room, right? With a master bath attached.
Right.
All those rooms shift around. All of them.
Yeah. That makes sense. especially as a comedy show, the comedy sitcom. Like, why wouldn't we fuck around? Because fucking cherries.
Oh,
because yeah, like finding that out about the Shining, I'm like, oh, you guys are just fucking with us. Because that's what the fucking Shining is all about. You're fucking with us.
Did you watch the follow-up, Dr. Sleep?
I haven't.
Oh, it was pretty good.
Because I got salty. Because I watched the movie, I'm like, I get it.
The Shining's a once-a-year watch for me. Me and the missus, we usually throw that on.
This was also when I was starting to get really deep into anime. And so I'm like, okay, so I read everything, but is that exactly what I read? And so I go in and read like the explanation. So it's the same thing. I'm like,
definitely not a reader.
I didn't understand what the fuck happened in The Shining. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it was just weird because they cut out like some of the important shit out of The Shining. I was like, oh, I wish I had some of that shit. And I got some big shit from my friends. They're like, but it's the movie. What did you think about the movie? I'm like, it was weird.
Very weird. I forgot what I was going to say.
Set design.
Oh, we were talking set design. I don't know. I I got off path. The weed was wheedling again while you were relighting the cherry. Let's see. We talked Simpsons, set layouts. Fuck it. King of the Hill. We talked about live action stuff. I watched the first season of White Lotus. Are you familiar? It's pretty pop culture-y, relevant. The wife is all caught up. She's watched it. She started watching it, and I started to try to catch up to her, and I couldn't. She actually burned through all 3 seasons pretty quick. The first 3 episodes are out there. There's a lot of character development. I'll just cut to the chase. I could have done without the first 3 or 4 episodes. And there's only 6 episodes to the season. So there's a lot of content backloaded. So it's a super slow burn. But what I picked up from the first season is it's basically a whodunit murder mystery with different groups of, I don't know, tragedy or privilege, or there's a lot of like character growth that needs to happen to these groups while there's a murder that happens. Yeah. And it's like it shows from this first season, it shows you the end, and then it goes back and shows you leading up to it. And then the last episode basically picks up right where they start you off at, and then show you the end. It was interesting. Like I said, I could have done with some different stuff in the first few episodes. It would very, very slow burn, but like once it started to pick up the pace and things started to get wild and fucked up, it was fun. I'm gonna watch season 2 because Michael Imperioli, who played Christopher on The Sopranos, is in it, and I like him as an actor, and I'm interested to see where it goes. I caught a few things from season 3 while the wife was watching it, with Walter Goggins. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but he's in Righteous Gemstones, which is going to be on my list to start watching. I know that's in its final season, but I'm going to start watching that too.
Okay. No, that sounds like some of the shows that have gone through my house too. I'm like, I'm falling asleep. There's so much exposition. I like Bridgerton because they keep us with some sex scenes in the first episode. Fuck.
Dude, are you waiting for the new season of Bridgerton? I've watched. The missus and I watched together. I have a bit about it. And so the bit is, has anybody watched, Bridgerton? If you're not familiar with the show, let me explain it. It's Game of Thrones, but a lot more pastel and no dragons.
Do you guys want to watch a bunch of women gossip right after the Victorian era? Or right before? I forget which one.
Yeah, I don't know the year, but yeah, it's...
They're in the Georgian era. I believe it's actually called.
Is it
I did some research.
Is it because of King George?
Probably.
Did you also watch the spin-off series, Queen Charlotte?
I liked Queen Charlotte. They went back to season 1 formula. Like, here's a bunch of exposition, but booby.
Did you see what season 4? I think it was season 4. Season 4 is going to be about the one brother.
Makes sense because this last season was
Colin. Well, no. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched. Turn away now.
You haven't watched or read the Bridgerton books.
Oh, definitely didn't read them.
Because that's my little deep dive. I'm like, where did this show come from? What is this? Why? What? We're playing modern music.
Oh, that's the best part of the fucking show, dude. I love it. The instrumentals. One of my favorite Metallica albums is the S&M album when they're with the San Francisco Orchestra. It's one of my favorite albums, dude. I was a band geek. Alto saxophone, second chair.
Ooh, trying to be a little clarinet boy over here.
That tracks. Actually, I wouldn't know. I mean, I would have guessed you trumpet.
Yeah, but I don't want to be my dad.
Oh, Dad played the trumpet, huh?
But he played trumpet and sax. I was like, oh, I gotta do something else. I can't do guitars. I don't want to sing. Don't want to do a violin.
So alto sax was a family deal. My uncle played it. My aunt played it. I played it. But my stepbrother and stepsister were both in the band as well. My stepbrother was drums, and my sister was a clarinet. So I marched in one parade, and that was it.
I did a bunch of elementary school concerts.
Yeah, I had a lot of middle school, one high school maybe. Nope, all middle school, no high school, because I marched in the parade with the high school, and then I ended up choosing my job over being in band because I needed to make money.
Fair.
Money.
But no. Back to live action shows.
Yes.
Haven't been really watching too much. It's any free time I get, I'm kind of spending it playing games.
Disconnecting.
Instead of brain off watching, I'm brain off playing.
That's fair.
When I do watch it,
makes the great partnership here. You got the video games covered. I got the TV covered.
You guys.
Couch potatoes, bro.
Because I do want to hit up what wifey's watching, because she's watching a lot more anime.
Ooh.
And as far as what I'm watching a lot more anime. Not watching as much shows in general, but what I do watch, a lot more anime. She just watched Apothecary Diaries, so I got to
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's as far as you can kind of surmise, because I just kind of popped in and out a couple times. I'm like,
right.
This is interesting. She's
okay.
She's taking poisons, and then people are killing each other. I was like, what? I'm like, that's interesting. So I'll watch a bit.
speaking of anime and a little bit of a callback to The Simpsons, shout out Disney. Excuse me. Shout out Disney Plus for their 24-hour live stream of The Simpsons, which I've cycled through now at least one full time. I just saw a few days ago an anime episode.
Of course.
Of The Simpsons. It's Lisa. I believe it's based on Death Note, where she writes names in a book and then they die or whatever. Yeah. So, I've watched some anime since the last time.
I love it. Death Note was one of the first.
I think they called it a death totem or something. I don't remember.
They gotta make it for use, you know. It can't be exactly it. But outside of anime shows that I'm like trying to fully watch, like I've been watching The Detroiters.
Okay. That
No.
That doesn't pique my interest much. No. I've been recommended it a few times. Hacks has been recommended to me quite frequently. It's on Max.
I'm on the Netflix.
3rd or 4th season.
Because it's a little bit of a trudge because it's good but not fantastic.
Okay.
Mostly because I used it to go to sleep, so I'm only watching one episode at a time. So like the coolest part is being like, oh my god, I've been there. I've been in that exact same corner.
Like I recognize all this. This could be my life.
There's the bar that they go to is like right around my job's parking lot. So I'm like, I know that.
Oh, that's crazy.
So like that's really cool. But the stories are actually getting cool. So back to how you were saying, could have done without this. Could have loved season 1 of The Detroiters to be a little faster.
Okay.
Kind of slow.
That's one thing about shows that irritates me a little bit. Hook me. Get me from the start. Don't slow burn me. I get a slow burn. Slow burns usually end up being really good.
That's the thing.
Breaking Bad took me 3 years to get into. Like, I sat down and barely got through 20 minutes of the first episode, and I'm like, I'm bored with this. And then I think I got to 2 episodes. And that's why I also like, I'm not going to lie, I like binge watching because I can carry that momentum. Yes. I feel like the days of like when we grew up, like, dude, I had to wait an entire week or, months if it ended the season for a cliffhanger or whatever. Now it's kind of worse because now sometimes we have to wait 2-3 years before we get the next season. So you take the good, you take the bad. I guess that's the facts of life, like they say, but whatever. I like binge watching. Keep that momentum rolling. This is when I stop and pause a show or walk away from it for too long. It sometimes gets hard to get back into the groove.
That's what I'm saying. That's my problem. That's why I just go back to video games, man. Like some of these, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember what I was doing.
Right. That's why I rewatch a lot of series too. It's like, oh, I caught something new. Oh, I get it now. That's why this happened. Always.
Oh my god, they were setting it up from freaking 3 episodes before.
Right.
Hold on.
Always discovering new shit. Always discovering new shit. So
it's like that was my whole approach too. I was like, I can't watch How I Met Your Mother again.
I've never watched it. I've never been a CBS like show guy.
It's alright. Cause we also watch all of Friends and like I like it. It's good.
I was never a Friends guy either.
Never a Friends guy.
Never a Friends guy.
It scratches that perfect like sitcom itch. Cause like growing up, that's like what me and the sisters would watch. Some laugh track sitcoms.
So, was it intentional then? the play that you did for the 8th episode, where you titled it The 8th One? Isn't that kind of like a play on their titles? The one where...
yeah, sort of. I was like, oh, fuck, is that a Friends reference? No, dude.
That's kind of what I took. You come from that generation where you're back binge watching the Friends. I don't know what the comfort sitcom for me would be. That's a good question. I'll have to put some thought into that and get back to you.
No, because growing up, the one that I always wanted to and kind of felt comfort was That 70s Show.
Oh, okay.
And so it was That 70s Show, and I think right after, I think it became George Lopez because it was on the kid.
I couldn't get with the George
You
Lopez.
couldn't?
No, I couldn't do George Lopez.
Was it because the punchlines were in Spanish?
No.
Okay. That was the problem with some of my white friends back in Cali.
No.
I'm like, you can kind of, it's a lot of context what he's doing, man.
Yeah, some of it, like, don't get me wrong, I've watched the show, and nothing against George Lopez, super hilarious comedian, has done a lot of good, shows and stuff, looking old these days, but,
don't even say it, because,
aren't we all? Yeah, aren't we all? Hey, look, I trimmed up, I took the winter coat off, and I still got a lot of gray pushing through. We're going naked today. No hat, trimmed up, the sun's out. Before it rains here in the Detroit area.
We're about to get thunders.
Ugh. But, man, back in the day, what was a good one for me? I was always a late to the party guy. I'd say, I like Seinfeld over Friends. Fair. I did like that 70s show, but I caught all that in like first run. I did recently, within the last 5 years or so, rewatch the entire series. And I was in for the Netflix That 90s show. Did you watch?
Yeah, we're pretty caught up on it. It's
disappointed that it got canceled.
I don't remember seeing that, but yeah.
Of course, two of my favorite stoner buddies were in it.
Right?
Jay and Silent Bob. Shout out Jay Muse and Kevin Smith.
We know some homies.
I liked it. It was a good way to continue the show, especially with Red and Kitty. And I'll be honest, at my age, that was probably my favorite part, was Red and Kitty. They could do a Red and Kitty show without kids, and it would be hilarious. Adding the kids, making the kids the focal point, I think was maybe the hiccup there. Yeah, maybe. Like, okay, focus more on Red and Kitty. That was the show. I mean, they're the heart and soul of the show. I don't know. Maybe I just connect with putting my foot in someone's ass more these days.
Honestly.
But to call back to The Simpsons again, only because I've been watching a shit ton of Simpsons thanks to that Disney Plus live stream. There's some episodes in the later seasons where they do age up The Simpsons. And I think at a point where they're starting to... I mean, a lot of these characters have been doing the show for so long. Are they going to go the Darth Vader route and voice write their voices for Fox to just... or Disney to just keep pumping out episodes with their voices? Or are we going to, at some point, maybe not take a break, because I think you can keep just running the show, but age the characters up and continue it.
Dude, because that's what I've been waiting since I
use the second movie to make it a transitional movie, like where the movie basically covers and here I am throwing out wild ass ideas for free on the internet, and Disney, if you like this idea, hit me up. Use the second movie as an aging up, almost like like a coming of age where you use like the first act to kind of watch them transition from elementary. You skip maybe middle school and it picks up, or you do it with a montage and it picks up where they're in high school, and they graduate or whatever. And then the second act, it's more of like you get a little bit of boom, boom, flashes here, there, a little time jumpy movie. But in the end, then you see them, and then the show just picks up like they did right after the movie the last time. The show picks up, and you've got an adult Bart, and it's Lisa driving the car with her daughter in the opening sequence, and it's one of Bart's kids at the school writing on the chalkboard, or look, the multiverse, it doesn't matter. Look, you could
Simpsons verse.
The Simpsons verse. You could continue it. I mean, the weed's wheedling, but that's an amazing idea.
We need to get this.
I'm telling you, free information right out on the internet. What am I doing?
Guys, hit us up.
I see this idea. I know where it came from.
No, because honestly, that's all I've waited for since I started watching The Simpsons back in 2000. too young to be watching, but I was like,
bro, I remember
into a kid.
I remember episode 1.
yo, not
the Christmas special. The first episode is the Christmas episode.
Oh my god! I did try to watch start watching all the Simpsons.
I never watched
season 1.
I was a poor kid, so I didn't have HBO, so I didn't get to watch the Tracy Ullman show where they originated. So, but I was in from the beginning. Simpsons helped raise me. Oh,
for real, dude.
Don't copyright me.
Oh, we're done.
We're done.
We're over. We've canceled.
Lawsuits. Here we go.
Too many things.
What else? Let's transition out of some TV shows, and you want to talk some comedy?
That's what I was gonna say. That was part of the show.
Yeah.
Show notes on my side.
Show notes on your side, huh? All right. Any comedy going on for you? Oh. Or is this going to be a Jake Heavy segment?
It's going to be Jake Heavy.
Jake Heavy segment.
I've been trying to do some comedy, guys. I'm trying to sharpen the knife. But no, I cannot grind it.
Home writing.
I got to be some homie.
Hey, sometimes being locked in at home is, you come up with some great new material, and I believe you have some new material to work from.
I do have some stuff that I'm trying to say, because, I got a little...
Life be lifing.
It's lifing. So I got stuff to talk about. But it's just... is that a punchline? Hold on, man. Give me 5 to 7 business weeks.
Business weeks.
So that's the rough part, but I went out once this past week.
Okay, shook the rust off. Where were you?
Common Pub, shouts out.
Okay, that's on Tuesdays. Okay.
I think you want to be there at 7:00.
Okay.
I don't know times. Be there at 7:00. You'll fuck it up with some of the homies.
Check the Facebook page, Common Pub.
Great guys. I think they go by the Good Boys.
The Good Boys.
But
okay.
Nicole.
Oh, Nicole Melnick.
Dante Lillard.
Okay, he's with the Beans and Cornbread podcast. Or what podcast is he with? Maybe.
No. That's what I'm saying. I think they're their own guys.
Okay.
They might be with Cornbread and Beans.
I don't know. I'll have to do some more research. I know lots of people, but sometimes I get the combos mixed up. Like who's with who, and because there's some podcasts in the area, other teams going around.
Yeah. Niles Nowak. That's who I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Those are the Good Boys.
The Good Boys.
I'm pretty sure that's what they go with.
I'm sure if I mumbled enough, you'd come up with the name.
No, there you
go. Let's get ready to mumble. So comedy, you were out Tuesday. I was out Tuesday as well. saying all new shit at Chevy's place down in Toledo. Shout out Toledo. Shout out Dave Crumbly. Always putting it on a great show. Chevy's had the rooftop open, which was awesome view. Downside was there was a concert at the Huntington Center, so parking was summer parking. People are out. But yeah, it was a great night. I did all new stuff pretty much. Solid 5 minutes. Crowd was into it. Weather was nice, and Chevy's is really nice. They turn the lights down. They close the open front windows. They have the garage doors that they close because there's a bike bar next door, and you get a lot of bike traffic and like revving and bike pollution. But it negates a lot of it, and it's still a really great place to take in a show, do a show. You know, Dave puts on amazing venues down there. Tip top. Always have a fun time at a Crumbly event.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to do some live events and possibly get Dave on the show soon.
In the wild.
In the wild. We did a Chevy's. We'll have to do another one. With the rooftop open. Ooh.
Honestly, because we were doing a lot of winter shows. And, like, while they're fun, because everyone's inside, they're actually not very fun. Because everyone's inside. Because, I remember a couple times I went out there. I was sure I was prepared for the cold, and I was still shivering. I was like, this is not okay.
Yeah, outside it's cold.
Dude. So
why is comedy got to be busy in the wintertime? Everybody wants to be inside.
Who wants to go out now? At least we're still in spring, man. Like summer's.
This weather is perfect, man. This week has been beautiful. We topped 80 degrees one day. As long as the bottom doesn't fall out and we hit that 30-degree mark again, I'll be all right. I can live with 40s at night.
Yes. Oh my God, it's been nice. It's been really nice. Ooh, because guys, this we're comfortable here. This is what should we call this officially? As a studio.
As a studio?
What do we call this room?
I don't know.
I was going with something like Jake's.
Jake's Saloon is a place in Toledo. Shout out Crumbly. Thursday nights. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a
Jake's
location.
Hive? The Hive?
Oh, there we go. We got the wife's got the bee theme going on. We could do it the Hive. We got the coffee bar though too. We could something with the coffee bar. Jake's bar.
Let's call it the coffee bar.
We could look. I got the little sign up there that says Pothead on it. Pothead Studios.
The Pothead Studios. All right, so this is Pothead Studios, guys.
Pothead Studios.
But
we have a new location.
Thanks to Very Good Connections. We're going to have the Very Good Cave.
Woo!
We may have worse audio. I already apologize. But we got a nice little setup somewhere else. We're going to try it out next.
I've seen images, and I'm excited.
We're going to be a little comfy. Again, another look. But
give us some feedback on the look. Tell us what you like to see. We're just winging it here, and we're learning as we go.
We're by the seat of our pants, guys. I know, because I was about to say, like, we do have this arc we can see, and you have the vines.
The Easter vines, those are about to come down.
You kind of get to see some bee stuff. But honestly, it's like, what? The viney art room?
There's Lego flowers going on. My wife's plants.
And to perfectly circle back, dude, set design.
That's funny. I was just about to circle back to comedy. We're going in one big
doing an 8. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
All right.
Wait, what are we going to do? 3 shoot? 2 out of 3?
3 shoot.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 2 out of 3. We're going back to comedy. Okay. We'll come back to set design.
Okay.
Because that's something I want to learn. Because I'm a very visual learner anyways. Back to comedy, though, real quick. One thing that I've done in April, taking it a little slower, going out, is I've actually focused a lot on like building a bio, building the right clips to send, especially off my brain jerk experience. Shout out again, Dave Crumbly, for getting that going, and the brain jerk experience team is great venue. Sign up. Dave's putting together the May lineups this weekend. Sign up for June. But comedy festivals. Have you signed up for any comedy festivals? I signed up for my first one. I sent everything in yesterday.
See, I wanted to start doing that last year, and then missed the window and started going to those mics and hearing people talk about. I put in to go to the festival. I didn't get picked. I still showed up anyways, and they put me on anyways. Well, like, do I need to sign up at all?
I heard that about some festivals, but I'll tell you what did it for me was the FOMO of the Traverse City Comedy Festival.
It was exactly.
I was seeing all the pictures, all the fun, all the homies out there. Doing the thing. It looked so much fun. Next year, for sure, I'm going up to Traverse City for that comedy festival. That's going to be a blast. But, yeah, it was a year 2 goal for me to at least apply to 3 comedy festivals. At least 3. I'm being selective on which ones I applied to. I'm not delusional. There's a comedian, we know the friends and the homies. Salulu is, or the Delulu is the Salulu.
Shout out to the homies.
Shout out to the homies.
He's left by now.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out if I got in. Fingers crossed. So. Do you plan to apply to any maybe this year, or any on the radar? Or you just hit them as they come up, or are you like looking forward?
I like to do some compies, some festivals, but I'm pretty sure at this point I missed the window for this year. I feel like there might be one other thing coming up towards the end of the year, but
I'll turn you on to the one I signed into. After the show,
because then some family stuff happens. And family stuff. Talking, and we're like, okay, so I got a plan for that. So it's more of that for this year. We're like, okay, this year's gotta be slow. It's fine.
And the other thing that I focused on was trying to get booked, like reaching out to people who are booking shows, researching who books shows. At one point having a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 day job, I'm not necessarily out at all the events and the things. As much as I promote from home with shares and likes, and, stuff like that on Facebook and the other socials. Just trying to find out who I need to get in touch with, and I've I've found some new spots to start reaching out to, and then just toss in some new open mics here and there. So we'll see how that goes. That's the struggles of getting booked.
Dude, yeah. That's been my entire approach. I'm like, I'm going at my pace. So, like, if someone catches me, what's up?
I'm comfortable and confident now to get booked on a show. Having some credits and doing some booked shows and having that under my belt where people have just asked me to do shows, or, recently I put on the show at the Moose. I've produced a show now. So now putting on another show isn't as nerve wracking to me. Like, I'm like, oh, I can do this, So that's been a big focus this past month too. So I put a shout out post on Facebook last night looking if anybody's looking to book me for May or June and beyond. We'll see what happens. So podcast is getting busy too. So we're starting to get some guest requests, and if you see me checking my phone, I'm hoping we can break some news. Lock in a special guest.
We got some stuff cooking.
Yeah, we got irons in the fire.
Bye.
Back to set design.
Shit, I almost want to keep talking about comedy, but let's talk about set design. No. It was more of just talking about, like, I don't want to fuck around with you guys' house too much. But, like, how do you guys like it? Do you guys want to see something? Like, what? Put something up there. You want to put a big old green screen?
You put a green screen behind me. There's also, we have another available space in this little pass-through in the back before you get outside on the deck.
You're right.
You go outside and get on my big deck.
Guys.
Low-hanging fruit.
Guys, you see what I'm hanging out with? God.
Dad joke loading. Funny thing is my wife made me this shirt before I even got into comedy. This shirt is a year older than comedy to me. So maybe she foresaw something. But no, there's a spot back there where we could do a single camera view. We got a couch back there, little table. We could hook something up maybe the next time we shoot here at the Hive. Oh, the Pothead Brew
Studios.
Or the Pothead Cafe.
Pothead Cafe.
There we go. We didn't brew coffee today though.
No.
Not gonna lie, it's like
it's a little late.
It's never too late for coffee. Let's just be honest. I was being lazy. I was out and about. It is 3:00 in the afternoon, so it is almost time for that pick me up.
Cause dude, look, we can't really see too much, but I mean, we're not really supposed to see too much.
Yeah, you're supposed to look at our beautiful faces.
Beautiful faces, my guy.
Speaking of set design, let's talk about the mall. Or can we 10-1?
Guys.
Can we 10-1?
We should refill on water.
We should drain some water and get new water. Christopher Allen Brown is putting it on. He's the one that does that show. So,
damn.
Let me get this wrong again here.
Where the fuck were we? We're on set design.
Are we rolling again?
Yeah.
We're rolling again. Good. Fresh water. It's not recycled. And we reloaded. And maybe had one. And maybe had one while we were 10-1. And we were on set design. And I wanted to bring up our mall.
The mall! The mall!
Let's go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
Set design. I had an idea for a store.
Okay.
And this is basically based on the premise that I try to work into a joke. It's been done many times, But these dispensaries don't need to look like Apple stores. So I don't have a name. This store will remain nameless at this point. But my store is going to be a flower only store. It's only bud.
Okay, I like it.
You get your bud in Ziploc baggies.
Stop it, Jake. Hold on.
The entrance to the store looks like the entrance to a dark alley. And when you go inside, it's all dimly lit, brick along the walls, and everybody's uniform is like a trench coat.
Trench coat and
No iPads. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the take on the bars that do the speakeasies from back in the day.
I like it. Hold
on. This is like a nice little throwback to the old days.
Guys, we need creeps.
Is that the name of the store?
Creeps.
Because instead of Claire's, it's Creeps.
Guys, we need 3-4 individuals who got boots. We got boots. We got the jacket beanie.
Shady sunglasses.
You gotta sell this bud. And it looks like it's gonna be trash weed.
Interviews are gonna be more like casting calls, quite honestly.
Yeah, are you chill?
Let's be honest, the weed sells itself.
But I love the Ziploc baggies.
And instead of like glass counters, like most of these places have like glass counters and you can just look at it or whatever. And sometimes they have them where you can smell it and shit. Instead of that, what it's going to be is it's going to be like dumpsters lined up. So each transaction takes place over a dumpster. Instead, so
the stash is kept in the dumpster. Jake, guys, we need 3 to 4 of you guys.
Look, this leads me into one of my topics here on the show sheet as well, is our failed fundraiser. I am quite happy that I don't have to put on a thong, Speedo, and wash cars. But man, we didn't get any love for our fundraiser.
Where are you?
It was hidden deep in the middle of that episode.
True.
So, what did you do? Check out? Skip the part?
Guys.
Could have seen us doing Speedo car wash to raise money for our mall.
Listen to us for an hour and a half, guys. What's wrong with that? So what? An hour is going to be Marvel.
Trust me, by the end of that hour and a half, you'll have enough of a contact buzz from us. You'll feel stoned too.
I'm actually upset you guys don't want to see us in Speedos. I was honestly worried that 500 was going to be too little.
Listen, at 82 degrees, I was out in a tank top, starting to get this pale skin, a bright red. Get ready for that car wash.
I went out there looking hoochie this morning, dude. Just my basketball shorts and my cut up muscle shirt.
What do you think? You want to run it another week?
Guys, 500 by
500 by the next taping. Because as of the taping of this episode, we are 500 short.
Guys, please let us fundraise half naked in front of each other. What is wrong with it?
This is the closest thing to OnlyFans that we'll do.
Come on, guys. This is for a good cause.
Good. I think this is a great cause.
Exactly, guys.
Speaking of great causes and weed, smoking this nice
420, dude.
Oh yeah, how was your 420?
Dude, 420.
We recorded pre 420 last time.
Yeah, we recorded 419. A little. We'll say when we recorded this one next episode. But this is after 420. And
yes.
Dude. I went out to the Cut. Ooh. Shout out my favorite dispo in Detroit.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it's officially Detroit.
Proper
Detroit. Edge of Detroit, but you know what? It's a great spot. Okay.
Nice.
420
deals?
I don't know, dude. Because the line was so fucking long. I saw the line. I was like, I'm going into this parking lot to U-turn out. Cause dude, it's the size of a small supermarket, and the line went to the edge of the street, and then halfway down the parking lot.
It's like a Chick-fil-A opening, basically.
Basically, no.
Not doing that.
It on a busy.
It's just weed.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to be here. And like, I got enough for today.
And I'll be honest. I always say this. This is the way I look at it. 420 is St. Patrick's Day for stoners. All the amateurs come out like, oh, look at me and my weed culture. Bro, I'm on a first name basis with these bud tenders. Like, you're just another face. I'm in here 2-3 times a week. What that probably says more about me than it does you. I accept that.
Dude.
But yeah, I did 418 for my shopping. Taking part of the festivities. I've done the thing. I did a hash bash. I did a 420 dispo shop. I've done the stuff. I've experienced it. It's not something that I'm like eager to go do again.
Yeah, like they had some sort of tent going on at the Cut. I wish I knew what it was going on because I'm sorry guys. I saw the line. I was like, I gotta go back home and make Easter lunch because it was Easter too. So I was like,
so you couldn't be risen, huh?
No. Until on my way home, I was like, I think there's like 2-3 dispensaries on 8 Mile.
Ooh, found a short line, huh?
Found the 420 dispo on 8 Mile.
Not familiar with them.
They're probably called something else, but all their branding is 420.
Okay.
And dude, they fucking it up, dude. They had 2 things going on. They had a tent with a DJ outside.
What?
And then they had a barbecue.
They had it going on. Oh, barbecue, huh?
A barbecue truck. So they had
food trucks and gave away an ATV.
Yo!
Green Acres had food trucks, gave away an ATV. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff going on. I'm looking up The Cut so I can follow them on their socials.
Great deals, always busy because they got a huge deli selection.
Ooh, a lot of raw flour then? Is that kind of like their specialty? Probably.
They got a lot of stuff, and I generally go for their edibles and vapes. But you know, like there's nothing better than flour, dude. Flour is like the way to go.
I love flour. I do the vapes as a I found them right there. I'll have to add them. But I do the vapes as a convenience thing.
Yeah.
It's very portable. But being a cigarette smoker, I love that. I love that joint, the pre-roll, the fast food version of weed, the pre-roll. I enjoy them. But I also it's like French press coffee. I enjoy French press coffee, but you got to get the shit out. You got to grind the beans. You got to get the water hot. Just give me the damn joint and light it up.
That's my thing. That's 100% my thing.
So lazy stoner maybe, possibly, but again, I do enjoy getting a nice flour and grinding it up and, pack in a backwoods or, I do like the Al Capone wraps. Those are real nice. Al Capone, they're a flat leaf with a stick strip. So all you have to do is roll it and then pull the tab and it right over. It's very soft, pliable, stretchy. My favorite to roll with blunts.
Should we get one of these for the 14th episode?
Oh, that's the quarter episode. That'd be a good way to pack some good weed in there. An amount.
16th.
Ooh, 16, yeah. Yeah, 8 and 16.
Wait, no. It was the 8th episode. Referencing to the 8th. The quarter episode. Yes. 14. No, that'd be a half. That'd be the half episode.
Look, the weed's wheedling and the math ain't mathin'. So we'll figure it out and we'll smoke an Al Capone.
A quarter would be 7 grams. A half would be 14. So the 14th episode.
Yeah, 14. Okay. Stoner math kicked in.
3.5. That's an 8.
The weed that we've been smoking the pre-rolls out of, nice doobies from Bose. Shout out Bose. Great staff. Owner's super cool. They have a really good selection of everything, from disposable vapes to carts to deli flour. They have great deal combos. They did that combo, I think I told you, where I got like, don't quote me on this. Don't go in there and go, oh, well, I heard, because the weed's wheedling and I don't remember what it was. This is just going off memory, which is polluted at the moment. It was like 7 grams of flour, a 14-pack of pre-rolls, a 2-gram disposable, a 200-milligram pack of edibles, and 2 Tirpin joints infused for like $60.
Dude, okay. Sounds
like that's not a deal they run all the time, yeah. But I do see combo deals that they do run. So Bose has become a go-to as far as the deals go. And I do spread the love and stop at other dispensaries. I like to check it out. To check it out. You go to the mall, you like to go into all the stores, not just one.
Yes. Dude, that's the same thing with the cut. Like, I know the deals, like, they're gonna change, but hey, show me the deals. And honestly, it feels like this is 100% a compliment, but it feels like Domino's, because I can always make the pizza cheaper for you with coupons. You're just officially supposed to ask me
for the coupons.
And so, like, that's how I feel like at the cut. I'm like, hey, what are the deals? And they're like, and I'm like, yep. Give me $7 cards.
There you go.
Dude, I'll go to some of the Detroit spots. I'm like, hey, what are your deals on cards? They're like 3 for $50. I'm like, so you're selling them? I think I'm doing the math wrong, but I'm like, so you're selling them for like $15? So you got $15? I can get these for $7.
Dude, I'll tell you what, us stoners, when the math needs the math, we math. We know the deals when it comes to portions, and I'll go into
our price per hit.
Right, like I'll go into Green Acres. Shout out Lex Luthor and that crew over there, Nettie and them. Let's see. I'll go in there and I'll be like, yeah, it's a quantity over quality day. Balling on a budget, you might say. And they know exactly where to steer me.
See, here's the thing with me though, like, dude, there was, especially in Seattle, like, everything is over 20%, dude. Like, everything's over 20%. Yeah, mid shelf is gonna be around 30 and top shelf 40. But like, there would be some like deals where you'd get like an economy shelf for like at like 30%, 35%. Right. I'm like, okay. So like getting something weaker, getting something that's classically strong, some 15, 17%, guys, I'm fine. I'm good.
So I treat weed like I treat a lot of things in my life, I guess. I smoke cigarettes, but I don't smoke Marlboros.
I see.
I don't drink, or I drink beer, but I don't drink, you know, what's a high dollar beer? I drink Miller Lite, okay? Shout out Miller Lite. I don't, when it's fast food, I don't go, you know, it's McDonald's. It's, you know, it's
what's local and cheap.
Right. I'm not going out for, you know, Red Lobster. You know, I'm going to Applebee's.
Guy.
Not only because I don't like seafood, but, you know, I'm the guy who goes to Red Lobster and orders chicken. So
I mean, me too. That's my family go-to, dude. I'm only there for the cheese biscuits. Dude, shout out to Costco. Making me fat on those.
Oh man.
Oh, what? Are we? How far off track are we? Are we just?
We were talking our dispensaries, and we were talking about the store, the weed store, so creeps.
Creeps.
I think
we're gonna have 2-3 creeps. 2-3.
What is this? The Minecraft movie, bro?
2-3.
We're gonna creepers.
We're gonna have 2-3 creeps, and creep is gonna have 2-3 creepers, and it's gonna be, what do you think? Like bottom, mid, or top shelf shit?
Oh, dude, this is Dark Alley, so this is
that primo.
This is questionable. This is questionable.
Okay, hold on.
What kind of strain is this? It's weed. I mean, legally we can't do that. I know we have to like label it. It is this many, right? They'll be labeled, but like we'll have some sort of play on, like, you know, weed strain number 1, weed strain number 2.
We have swag, and
the bags just say Nighty Night
brick.
Oh, there we go.
Brick and swag.
I like it.
It's just two blends.
So this just came to me. You don't go in the store. You get invited into the store. So the guys stand outside.
They're barking.
And they're barking. And like, yo. And like, it's like, they crack the door and it's like, yo, just want to go in? I got the stuff. That's my store. We're up on the second level in the corner.
Dude. Guys.
I gotta write that down.
We need one more guy to run creeps. And then we need 9 guys to be our creepers. Like I said, swag and brick. It's going to be blend of 3 different dispensaries weed in different ways.
Oh, yeah. And when we run special deals, what we'll do is we'll send the guys out in the store, and you got to follow them back to the dark alley. You got to follow them back. Look, I got 2 free pre-rolls, but you got to follow me. You got to follow me over. You got to follow me over here, and you know, you got to buy one other thing. Just one other thing. And it's all flour. It's all flour. No edibles, no vapes, no. That's store number 1.
Oh God,
we're planting the cornerstone.
Cornerstone store.
It is in the corner.
All right.
It's got to be in the corner. There's got to be a quick exit.
Right at the exit.
Like if you don't feel comfortable, you can go right out this door and head out the mall. You don't even have to go back out there.
Okay. We gotta make this mall happen. But guys,
we're gonna be doing car washes everywhere.
Guys, car washes. It's about to be summer. We're gonna be
sun's out, buns out,
red and sweaty. We're gonna get veiny because we're working, guys.
Watch that veiny talk, dude.
Can you make the vein move?
Almost went out there for a minute.
Smoking too much or not enough?
At this point in the episode, I guess I can say that I don't think we're going to hear back from our super special guest by the end of this recording. I will check one more time.
Was hoping for something.
Hoping to break some news.
Breaking news would have been.
But we are stirring the pot pretty hard out there with the pod.
We got some homies, some broads.
We're looking to just lock down some dates, basically. And get out and get this show on the road.
Guys, couch potatoes on the road.
Couch potatoes on the road.
We're going to do food with potatoes. Dude, the amount of potatoes I see around here, I'm like, God damn it. We're going to be another... The amount of fucking potato stands I see out here is like the amount of taco stands you see in California. You're like, huh?
Oh, I showed you the picture off camera while we were reloading. That should be the name of one of our potatoes.
Guys,
just completely dirty.
So that we can food come on you. All right?
Tons and tons of food porn.
Because guys, the best food comes out of getting stoned.
Absolutely.
So
food is an art.
See, two of us making food for you guys. Come on. And then we're washing your car in Speedos. Come on, guys.
That's like dinner and a show.
That's what I'm saying.
So I think I came up with this saying.
Shit.
Speaking of food being an art, I think I came up with this saying. I took credit for it. I just came to me. Every art needs an artist, and food is ours. Comedy is ours. We're just making art, buddy.
That's what I'm liking. We're art buddies out here.
Got anything coming up this week other than sitting down again?
But by the time that we sit down again, no. A lot of shows, a lot of games. Gonna get to games, guys.
Oh yeah,
I'm on that Baldur's Gate, guys. I'm on that Marvel Rivals, guys. Baldur's Gate.
We gonna tease the very good cave.
We do have a very good cave in mind, guys.
For the next episode, and we'll have to do some heavy game chat.
We'll do some, dude. These chairs. Dude, these chairs. I should bring chips and dip.
Should I bring a blankie?
I don't know. It's getting warm.
Oh, that's true, dude. You know the what is it? The what were those called? The Snuggies with the arms.
Yeah.
I got one for Christmas this last year. An Iron Man one.
You got
an Iron Man one? Yeah, my daughter Marissa got it for me for Christmas. It was pretty sweet.
Very jealous. No, I've been flexing my fucking Carhartt jacket. Like, that's been the coziest thing I got Christmas.
Nice.
But nothing like a Snuggie. A fucking big ass blanket, dude.
Yeah, it's nice and long. I think I'm gonna wear it as a when it gets cold out again. We'll just pop that on, snuggle up here, snuggle up and podcast. Yeah, because we'll have to wait and do the fireside chat when it cools off again, unless we do one outside and do a bonfire chat, because I got a fireplace outside.
Dang. So, the Very Good Cave is right outside the Very Good bonfire.
Oh, I've not been on location. I'm number 2 on the call sheet next time.
Yeah,
I'm used to being number 1 and gotta have everything prepped.
Shit, now I gotta prep. The bear's gotta prep. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. But yeah.
That's right. I don't have shit going on either.
Nothing about before you.
No, I ain't got nothing. A lot of TV watching. I'm heavy into. I think we might have talked about this way early, but I'm in a very consume mode where I consume a lot of like content. And then I'm like taking in and milling, like working on new stuff, coming up with new ideas. Yeah. And then kind of moving. Once I mill through that a little bit, then there's like this like creative release type. You know, I mean, it's like sex. There's some foreplay, and then you get kind of hot and heavy, and then there's a release, and it's like, you know, sometimes a baby comes from that. Sometimes laughs come from that, or sometimes a podcast comes from that.
Yeah. I relate to that. And it's kind of hard to do at home is the thing. It's like, ugh.
Right.
The bad thing for me is that ends up being like, that build, the foreplay for me is the drive to the spot.
So you end up with like blue balls if you're just left to do it at home.
Yeah, I don't have a crowd to bring this up to. Fuck, when's the next time? Fuck, tomorrow. Fuck, I missed all the spots today. Shit.
I've been edging for 3 days. I'm ready to get this out.
That's the thing, man. Like 2-3 weeks, it's like, I had something to say last week, I forgot.
And then when it comes out, it's not that great, right?
For real. It was funny last week.
It was funny when I said it in the shower, damn it.
Guys, you don't understand the genius I have over here. It's annoying. Dude, but sometimes when you find a little bit of ember, you're like, hold on. I thought I was gonna get canceled with that one.
Then you just blow on it, and something comes out.
Yeah, I'm like, woo. That's always the fun. That's the fun, Jay.
Oh.
Writing on stage.
Absolutely.
The problem of writing on stage.
I know. That's basically what I did Tuesday when I was at Chevy's place down in Toledo. I even pulled the notebook out on stage for the first time. I call it a notebook. It's more of like a little notepad, but I pulled that out, and I just had my trigger words written down, and it was like riff. Here's the idea, riff.
Dude,
I ran a solid 5 minutes, did the thing, found some laughs, got the ideas to build on, so next time I can add those things. Writing on stage is fun. The video is not post worthy, but it was very valuable video. Focus is out of whack, and luckily I'm okay at editing photos enough to still pull some photos out of it, but it's definitely no post content. Maybe as audio track, if I could figure out how to do that, I could just do audio over a blank picture.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that. That's like layering and shit, and I'm like very basic, like caveman skills.
Look, Jake, he's put a picture on top of the video layer, and you make it as long as the video layer.
Oh, gotcha.
Those quick tips. Maybe I can show afterwards. Maybe that's what we do next time on the Very Good Podcast. But no, any final
thoughts, Jerry Springer style? I don't have any final thoughts.
Just fade
out.
I think we're good.
I think we'll smoke show it out.